Hey guys, John here, and in this video we're going to be talking about the Facebook machine learning algorithm. This is a very important concept to get down. The goal here is to gain an understanding of the algorithm so that you will be able to leverage the platform in a way that will allow it to perform at its best. It will also help you in making the right decisions regarding how you should run your campaigns. In this video, I'll be going over the bare essentials of the machine learning algorithm. Let's get to it. So it all starts with data. Data is the basis for any machine learning algorithm. Machine learning is essentially the process of finding natural patterns in data to make meaningful connections. There's a couple of ways they collect the data that is to be used for the machine learning algorithm. First and foremost, they take into consideration all available data you provide on Facebook, as well as Instagram and WhatsApp. This includes data points like your age, sex, location, likes, shares, interests, groups, who you interact with, and even more. Another way they collect data is by analyzing your interest and browsing activity for some websites. If you're wondering how this is possible, it's all thanks to something called the Facebook Pixel. The Facebook Pixel is essentially a piece of code that allows the website to keep track of its visitors and later advertise to them on the Facebook platform. So whenever you visit a website with the Pixel, Facebook logs the activity in their backend. These two means of acquiring data alone can tell Facebook just about everything they need to know to accurately profile you as a person. And based on this data and profile they've generated, they create various ways for advertisers to target you on Facebook. While the actual machine learning process and the data analysis is complicated, this is all you really need to know for now. Let's move on and take a closer look at what this means for advertisers. So how does the algorithm learn and optimize? As an example, let's take people who have been engaging with posts that contain pictures or videos of golden retrievers. For those users who engage with the content of the post, Facebook might group those users into one or more of the following interests: pet owners, pet lovers, golden retriever lovers, golden retrievers. Now let's assume that as an advertiser, you're interested in selling a dog hoodie that is specifically made for golden retrievers. The target interests listed above will be a pretty good place to start and get some data going. But if you think about it, there could be many people within each target interest that are not going to be interested in purchasing a dog hoodie. For example, some of these people might not even have a golden retriever. They might generally love dogs or dog memes, and so aren't very likely to purchase your product. Targeting every single one of these people could be very expensive and ultimately unprofitable. So what's to be done? Well, luckily, you don't actually have to worry about this yourself. This is where the machine learning algorithm comes in. Whenever you target any particular audience, Facebook will attempt to pick smaller groups of people within the audience to target. It will essentially take small samples in hopes of finding some common data points that they share and expand this audience based on those data points. Let's take a look at this process in a little more detail with the example of a golden retriever dog hoodie. So example number 1, you launch your Facebook ads initially targeting a bucket of people, like those who have an interest in golden retrievers, that has an audience size of 13 million people. Facebook then picks out a subset of people within that bucket, varying them based on factors like their age, sex, location, and more. So even though the bucket for golden retrievers might be 13 million people, your campaign will only be shown to a small group of people on the first day. Let's say in this case that it's going to be 1,000 people. Once the subset of 1,000 people have been served the advertisement, the algorithm will then determine which of those 1,000 people reacted positively to your advertisement of the golden retriever hoodie. Now back to our example, let's say that out of the original subset of 1,000 people, 50 of them reacted positively to the advertisement. What Facebook will then do is take the subset of 50 positive responders and try to find an even larger subset of people within your original bucket that are similar to them. So perhaps this time it might expand the audience to include 10,000 people that are interested in golden retrievers, but primarily focus on targeting people who are 20 to 30 years old and actually own a dog. Once this audience is computed, it will go ahead and serve your ads to them. Now once this larger audience has seen your advertisement, the algorithm will once again evaluate performance. If this new audience of 10,000 did well, it will continue to try to expand the bucket in the same manner as before. But if this expanded audience doesn't do too well, it will go back and try to find a new subset in the bucket to work with, and go through the same expansion process over and over again. And in a nutshell, this is how the Facebook ads machine learning algorithm optimizes. It's a constant process of testing data, analyzing results, and making modifications in user selection accordingly. Now this is just a 10,000 foot overview. The algorithm itself is extremely complicated, and the exact inner workings and details are a bit of a secret, but again, just knowing these general concepts will benefit you greatly and prepare you for more advanced concepts we'll be covering in the coming modules. So if you didn't watch the entire video carefully, I strongly recommend you rewatch this video. It's just a little bit of work that will save you a lot of questions down the road. That's about it for now. I'll see you guys in the next video.